Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Tammy Talks here. Let's go ahead and talk Black Ink Crew Season 9, Episode 13, Not Another Team Meeting. For those of you that are brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns of various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So, if you enjoy that type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel, thumbsing up the video if you enjoy this particular piece of content, and hop into the comment section. Let's talk about this episode of Black Ink. So the episode starts off with it's Father's Day, and Kwani is still mad that they didn't move to Atlanta. Remember last season, Kwani was very vocal in wanting the family to move down there. She said she has never wanted to raise her kids in New York, so she wants to move to Atlanta. They can get a fresh start, whatever. Puma doesn't want to, right? Puma feels more established in New York. He said he has his art to ink businesses. He's working with Black Ink. And he has some other businesses that he started and did not really finish yet. He doesn't want to move down there. He doesn't think it's the best time to move. Kwani said to Black Bad, she's going to keep looking for a job and she's going to keep looking for a house, and she wants to be there before school starts. It is crazy to see how old Puma's daughter is now. I said, wow. Wow. So then we get a scene with Bay, and she's making some signs. Why she cut her son hair like that? This little boy got like a mullet. She gave her son a mullet, and I just don't understand why. I just keep giving him the little top knot. But she's talking to her mom on FaceTime. She hasn't seen her mom in 2 years because of the pandemic, and she's talking about how she kind of doesn't feel as safe, but she wants to organize a unity walk so that they can show, stop the Asian hate and Black Lives Matter all together in one walk to kind of bring the tattoo shop together, right? So we see Puma. Puma calls Tati, and he feels that there needs to be more team camaraderie, more team building. He feels that half the squad is over in Brooklyn, the other half is at 125th. He doesn't like that. He likes it better when everyone is all together. So Tati is like, we don't need to do this. Everything is going along just fine. Everyone's getting along right now. Let's say we did and don't. Puma really wants to do it, and he tells her that he wants to have a tattoo battle, the guys against the girls. Tati is like, oh, that's not gonna work. We have Bay and Crystal on the girl side. She doesn't think it's gonna be fair. Puma said that the loser has to be the apprentice for the winner. So then we have Bay is tattooing in her little personalized shop. We have Bobby Peterson. Bobby is the son of one of the women that was killed in Atlanta in that spy shooting that was dubbed as Asian hate crime. He comes in, he gets the tattoo, he gets a bowl of I don't want to say it wrong, but he gets like a traditional dish, I'll say, tattooed on his skin. Bay does a phenomenal job with it because Bay is the best tattoo artist that's on this show. So we then have Puma talking to Ted. They're talking about Caesar. Ted said he has not talked to Caesar since he did that press conference, but they're talking about Puma brings up how he wants to do another team building. He said it's about time to kind of bridge the gap. Teddy felt the same way that Tati did. Do we really need another Puma production? But let's go ahead and do it. He then asked Puma how was Father's Day. Puma said it was okay. The usual. Got a bunch of stuff. The kids do stuff for me. He's like, then I got harassed about moving. So he tells Teddy how he doesn't want to move to Atlanta because he doesn't want to fail his kids. He doesn't want his kids to grow up with the same uncertainty and chaotic life that he did as a child, not knowing where your mom is, any given moment, not knowing who your dad is at all, not knowing where you're going to live. So Puma wants to give his kids the life that he did not have, and he just doesn't want to fail them. He then talks to Ted about how he's been going to therapy, and when he was down in Atlanta, when they were there working during the pandemic, he found a female Black therapist down there that he really liked, he really enjoyed, and he had a really, really good time with her. She like really, he really enjoyed working with her. So Ted is just saying how he's happy to have known somebody who not only looks like him and that he knows, but is going to get the proper mental health care that they need. Far too many times black people in the black community, people don't believe in therapy. They believe in going to church, or they believe in, talking to your pastor, talking to a friend, just talking, trying to talk things out, as opposed to actually going to therapy. There's nothing wrong with therapy. There's literally nothing wrong with therapy. It doesn't make you any weaker of a person if you do decide to reach out and get that extra help. So Ted basically tells him, you won't know about Atlanta until you try. You can always move, and if for whatever reason, give it a year. If it doesn't work throughout that year, you can always move back and you'll still have a home here. So he's basically telling him, don't sell yourself short. This could be a great opportunity for you and your family. So then we see Bay's Unity Walk. Well, I don't have a problem with it at all whatsoever. Did they do anything like this on the show for Black Lives Matter? I don't remember. I feel like this is the second season where they are really highlighting this Asian hate, and it's being muddled in, or excuse me, the Black Lives Matter part is being muddled in and kind of like an afterthought to this. It's just kind of disappointing that a show that's full of black men that have black daughters don't think that this is a bigger problem than it is. You know what I mean? But we also know that, the men on this show do not respect women. They don't respect black women especially. So, but Bay's Unity Walk goes good. Bobby Peterson comes, tells them, who he is, what happened to his mother, all that type of good stuff. A good wholesome time. Bay has shirts that say "Stop the Asian Hate." I think the middle said "We Stand Together," and then it has Black Lives Matter underneath at the bottom. So, okay, this is where everything gets chaotic. So, we're doing this tattoo. We get these two women that are coming in. Before that, Puma tells them that they're going to be separated into the men and the women for this tattoo battle. You are to work as a group. One person is to do the consultation. The next is to draw the tattoo. The next is going to do the line work and shading, I believe. The final person is going to do color. Okay? While the teams are strategizing to see who's going to do what, the guys are saying who is going to do color. Rock specializes in color. We hear both groups, both the guys and the girls, mention, well, if they're darker skinned, you can't do color on them. If y'all can't tattoo, then just say that. Because that is such an untrue myth that has been debunked time and time and time again. If you know how to tattoo, if you have properly taken the courses and learned how to I cannot talk today, and learned how to really hone in on your skill and perfect your craft, you can tattoo any color on darker skin and it will show up for years and years and years. I am clearly brown skin. I have stars on my back. I have shading, stars on my lower back. I have shading in this tattoo that I have right here, red, yellow, and orange, and it's color. And I got these tattoos back when I was 21 years old. 17 years later, the colors are still there. So it is very possible. And I see that they're trying to call to light, we'll see next episode, that they're going to call to light, a big misconception that darker skinned people cannot get the brighter color tattoos. But like that, bothered me because we have seen over on 9mag for Black Ink Chicago where Ryan and Ford have both made it very clear that if you know how to, and Cat too, if you know how to tattoo, you can do colors on darker skin. I think Ryan had a whole episode where he did a whole tattoo where he actually talked about that and we saw him do it. So these two married women come in. Their tattoo is they want to do a woman's head that's up in the galaxy, but it has the pride colors with it. They give the women opportunity to pick who they want to go with, okay? So Spider, on the men's side, the woman is telling them what they want, what she wants. She wants the full body. Spider draws up a head that had like the galaxy, and then it looks like one of the planets is the colors of the pride flag. She tells them, no, I want the whole body. Spider is saying, well, that's not the best idea for you. You need to do what we just kind of drew up, right? So Rock is like, we should go with what the client wants. Spider said the client is not always right in the tattoo shop. He then goes on to say this is why he does not do consultations with other artists. He said because you guys are going to give her a messed up tattoo. Like this entire thing, the way that they did it was so unbelievably unprofessional. And you have no choice but to think that this had to have been staged in some way. So over on the girl side, Bay is telling the client that certain colors will not work with her. So Bay is suggesting that she does pops of color, different splashes of color, and she kind of advises her on a color palette. She ultimately tells her, it's up to you. The tattoo only has to look good to you. It doesn't have to look good to us. And I think that's where Bay went wrong. Because don't tell me, well, as long as you like it, I don't have to like it. Like, I just kind of like that comes across the way. Now, while I do not think that Bay was super rude about it, I do think that Bay was harsh with it. Because there is definitely a way to tell somebody, oh, you know what, this color might not show up the best on you. How about there's a way to phrase it. I feel like the way that the guys talked to their client about the color is more along the way of how to do it. So, actually, not really. Damn. Because Spider was telling her, it ain't gonna look good on you either because, you dark skinned and it's like, what is going on here? I don't know what Black Ink thinks they're doing. I don't know what Caesar sees in this, but nothing about any part of this show ever makes me want to go get a tattoo done by any of them. And while their work looks like some of their work looks good, we know that Crystal is good, we know that Bay is good, I would never want to step foot in Black Ink and get a tattoo because it just seems like a very chaotic environment. So Crystal doesn't want a tattoo. She says she doesn't need to because she already won a tattoo battle. Crystal gets on my nerves. Crystal and Rock, why are they even there? Why are they still on the show? They don't want to do anything. They feel like they're better than everybody. Crystal is very aggressive. Rock is a lapdog that's going to do whatever he can to make Crystal happy. Like, it's pointless. So, Crystal is sitting over to the side. She said that she doesn't do constellations. I don't tattoo stars in space. I've never been there, so why would I tattoo it? I thought that was rude, for one, for her to say. And then we have Disciple, who is one of the tattoo artists who is supposed to, I guess, do the color or the line. She's supposed to do the line work. She's over there getting one of the other guys' phone numbers. They're asking her, Disciple, you gonna start? Disciple, you gonna start? She turns around and leaves. This entire thing was just a mess, but I feel like they only like to clown like this when Caesar isn't there. So the guys are getting ready to do the girl's tattoo, their client's tattoo, and I'd be damned if they cut her shirt. Cut her shirt. One, she shouldn't have come dressed like that for that tattoo, but they cut her shirt. as if there was no other alternative on how they could have gotten that done. So they cut her shirt. Puma is mortified, as was I. I made the same damn face that Puma made. So the guy's client is complaining about Spider going over and over the same spots. Spider tells her, yeah, well, you want a good tattoo, right? I got to make sure everything. I said, if that is truly how they talk to their clients, God bless it. God bless it. Meanwhile, on the girl's side, Bay abruptly leaves. She said that she has to go. She did her part, though. I think Bay was the consultation. So then we have Crystal, who, instead of doing anything, is like on the iPad playing around. Rock is over here rubbing on her leg. The guys come get Rock. Like, it is, I am so sick of Crystal and Rock. I can't even fathom how irritated I am with the both of them. The guy's tattoo is okay. The guy's tattoo was okay. The stars to me looked very childlike. I didn't care for the tattoo. The only good thing about the tattoo might have been the face. The girl's tattoo looked like shit. I don't care what anybody says. The initial design that lady asked for, they didn't do. She didn't like it. She got an attitude with them. This isn't like what I want at all. This isn't my whole thing, girl. That's just why it's a consultation. Tell them what you want them to change and they'll change it. It's okay. I feel like the clients came in hot and heavy too. Y'all just got a free tattoo. Why are y'all doing all this complaining about it? So the girl's tattoo was not good. I felt like there was way too much white on there. It was outlined too much in white. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. So Puma said he's too tired to judge the tattoos. He said he had a rough day. You did nothing but sit up there, but okay. So the next day, Bay is in the shop, Alex is in the shop, and Puma tells them that he was going to judge, but one of the clients isn't happy, and he said that it's Bay's fault. So we see on the clip of next week's episode, the woman felt that Bay set a tone that she made her feel as if she could not get certain colors because of her skin tone. On one hand, that is the tone that Bay set. But on the other hand, if the artists that are in there doing the tattoo don't know how to properly tattoo color onto brown and dark-skinned people, Bay was telling you right. That's why your red tattoo is burgundy now, girl. That's exactly why your red tattoo is burgundy now. So then on the clip for next week, I don't know if we see Caesar getting ready to fire Bay, because this is stupid. Bay, we've been seeing every tattoo that Bay has done, she has done in her own shop anyways. So that will be the third person that's going to be let go from the show. In this shit. Be done with the entire show. I'm hoping that clip where they keep teasing that cat from Chicago who now works in Beverly Hills at her shop. What's her shop called? Enigma. I think it's Enigma. I'm hoping that them teasing her being on there is them adding a new franchise and we can see her and Kevin Leroy over there tattooing. But New York is played. New York is tired at this point. Let's be done with the entire franchise. None of this is good. Do y'all watch Compton? That seems like a lot too. But let me know how you guys felt about this episode. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.